All right. Y'all already know what it is. Hustle hard, damn it. All that smoke. I am Dino, your host, and this is
You're lovely, Panay Black. What's good, world?
also joining us today and forever now.
Chino Dollars, aka I want a ketchup sandwich.
Dig that. So y'all already know what it is. It's all that smoke. We're gonna go ahead and get to the subject matter, and we want all that smoke. So starting off with what's smoking. This is the month of the Women's Month movement, people. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you do something for a woman that's special in your life, or the women that's special to you. Brothers, you really need to go ahead and check the fact that this is the great opportunity, without being forced about it, just to show some love to the women in your life, your sisters, your mothers, your aunties, the women that are affiliated with your significant other. Make them turn and look and see that men really do appreciate the women out here, because there's a long line of things going out here that's happened, with the domestic violence things that's been happening as lately of years, where I can't understand it myself, how men take it so far to really want to not just put their hands on women, but bring them to a demise. And I mean, as a man, I cannot understand that. So here at All That Smoke, the What's Smoking topic today is, how are you celebrating Women's Month? Nah.
I'm celebrating Women's Month by just remembering every day all of the great women before me. You really can't put them in order, but Maya Angelou, Cicely Tyson, may she rest in peace.
Say that.
Harriet Tubman is always alive in my heart. I truly
Hey,
feel like she is I feel like she's one of my, how people say that they have their ancestors that they call on.
Right.
I'm trying to find a way to figure out how to hit her hotline. How to tap in. Definitely trying to tap in with her, because her might and her courage, like it's beyond being black. The fact that she was a woman, you know what I'm saying, and she
Right.
did all what she did with, I believe it was epilepsy or whatever type of spells that it was that she was having that was causing her to go in and out. But like, she did that with the North Star, and these are things that I think about all the time. I think about all the women before me that had it really truly 100 times hard, like harder than I have it,
Right.
or have had it, just by means of situation alone, and circumstances. So again, there's so many women that, and if I name them all, I'll be here forever. But I just want to just out just to take the moment of silence to remember those who are not here, and give flowers and give roses to those who are here, like Lil Kim. Um, so yeah, she's always the queen bee, will remain the queen bee, always will be, forever and always, and that's how I feel about it.
I'm
Period.
just saying. I'm just wondering if Queen Bee gonna start looking like the Queen Bee again, because right now she don't look like herself. No, I want all that smoke. I'm gonna tell the truth now. I have been
don't
scared
think
of
you
Lil
can go
Kim for
back.
a long time now. I have. She scares me when she jumps out. When she did that one song that, you want to mess with the bee? I turned off the TV. I turned the TV off.
So a hex on your whole family.
Say that. What you thinking, Dollars?
Talking about. What you talking about?
I mean, man, you know what? First off, I'm glad it's a month, because it used to be a week.
Yeah.
And what's up, ladies?
Hey, ladies, we celebrating Women's Month.
Women's History
Hey,
Month.
hey, hey!
Yeah.
Put your hands in the sky
And,
one time. If you're a woman, wave them high. Oops.
They gone. Now.
They gone.
They did give us a couple
We on
waves,
the
though.
porch, you two. We are on the porch, y'all. We coming to
Oh,
y'all
okay.
straight. We in the studio, but it's like we in the porch. So y'all viewers, welcome to the stoop, because we talking to them
She
outside.
walking across the street looking like, who are they talking to me?
Yeah, we talking to you, young
Talking
lady.
to you. We talking to you with your bad self.
Go ahead, Dollars.
Got on one of them grandma auntie hats. Nah, man. Honestly, again, happy that it's an entire month.
Yeah.
Not a week, but hopefully, like you were saying, you felt like it was new, and I feel like it's a renewed energy
Yeah.
into it, right? And I think it's dope that we rolling out a Black History Month right in the Women's
Right in
History
Women's
Month,
Month,
right?
yeah.
And I know it's about all women, but for me, just remembering, to utilize the different platforms I got to highlight Black women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, anybody know me know I love Felicia Rashad, man. Claire
Yes,
Huxtable.
yes, the
You know what I mean?
original Mrs. Huxtable.
man.
Yes.
Hey,
That's the
man.
mother. She's the original mother.
Yeah, I love her, man. You know what I mean? So just trying to continue to highlight, to shout out, to recognize women have done, influential things in our history, and
Right.
have had positive impacts in our lives. And, I'm glad you started out by saying like the women in our lives, because I think a lot of times we shout out celebrities and different people like that, but we don't recognize the women in our lives. You know what I mean? Like for me, my daughter's a young lady, right, but she's still been influential in the development of me as a father and as a man. And so, you know, just really, man, again, can't reiterate it enough. Just making sure we recognize women in totality. Like, go to any church in the city, take the women out. I guarantee you that church is gonna fail. It's gonna fall apart. Real. Right. So I think women, especially black women, don't get the recognition that they deserve. You know what I mean? So I think a month like this definitely should kickstart that attitude and kickstart us recognizing the women. You know? Like she said, giving people their roses now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people that we now learning about, like how dope they are, they've been dead for a while. Right? You know what I mean? So we still got some dope people alive right now. That
celebrate them while they're here.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, people don't talk, and I know Zamunda is a fictitious place, you know what I mean? But hey, man, like people been going hard at coming to America.
Hey, that was a serious movie, and I love it though.
But you know, the mom that was in the original Coming to America, you know what I mean, she passed away, so obviously that's why she wasn't in two. But you know, just again thinking about those people who, you know, she was like, that original movie was part of our culture. Right? So just even recognizing those people who played a role in our development, whether it was just through entertainment or not, but still, you know, knowing, you know, both Aunt Viv's from Fresh Prince
and that's what I was going to bring that up.
And the dark skin.
The dark skin Aunt Viv, though, she was the one that always made you. She killed it. She when I remember that episode where she did the African Semolo dance. She that got so much ratings. And like we talking about all these great women and everything. Like, you know, like Chino said, you know, let's celebrate them while they're here. We got a lot of people still here in the footholds and toe escapings of doing things, and we're not paying attention to them. And it's like it's going to be the time once they already got there. And then, like you just said, we always, well, not always, let me reiterate that. We sometimes forget about the women that are closest to us and speak on women that, you know, are outside of, you know, the regular lifestyle of people. And we always talk about celebrities, but like we talk about like Sojourner Truth and people of the eras where we know these women are now gone, but they left a footnote. They left a absolute, you know, residual thing where now we can celebrate women and have young women look at that and be like, look, you could do this. And this is, like you said, Chino, this has to be a thing that's celebrated. And it's not just like we saying, we're here with all that smoke. We want all that smoke. So we don't, you know, mind you, you know, coming and bringing your comments. But the celebration of this Women's Month, make sure that we celebrating the melanated women and everywhere, and not just, you know, like I said, not just black women, women of Indian descent, and that dark color in Bangladesh, the dark people in Puerto Rico. You know, I mean, all these women have such an influential push in the world, and like you said, you know, I believe this to be totally true. You take women out the world would be a whole total different place. It'd be looking like a cartoon in here. Real stuff.
And the number one woman of recognition for Women's Month on my list is actually, you know, she's like only 2% melanated, and that's my Asian mama. So
hey, and your mother is beautiful. That's a beautiful woman right there.
Thank you. But she definitely comes before everyone because I know her phenomenal stories. That is my G.I. Jane.
Right.
She's about that life. So like she's about that life. And when I say about that life, like my mama is that lion in the jungle who's going to take care of her by all means necessary with no help of the male counterpart.
Right.
Like she definitely is the definition and the epitome of what a mother should look like and how a mother should move in regards to taking care of business.
Right.
Like, and not complaining about it.
I mean, we got all these challenges out here. I would say this challenge, I challenge anybody that's paying attention to this podcast now to go to the women in your life and do something special for them, do something different, and broadcast it, you know? Broadcast it. Y'all want to broadcast everything else. We talk about, you know, internet fame all the time, but nobody actually utilizes social media for the things that we can actually like make a big, you know, hype about. We're making big hypes about Gorilla Glue and people falling off of stuff purposely and TikToking with dance moves and stuff.
Taking a shot at me, almost falling out the chair.
You know, I'm looking. Look, I'm over here looking like, is he gonna do it?
Bro.
Just gonna get my. I'm just gonna
First off, I wasn't gonna fall on purpose.
So yeah, that's what we saying, man. You know, like this month, it should be celebrated, and it's a beautiful thing. So I'm telling you right now, if you got a strong woman in your life, go ahead, let her know that she's being recognized, and make sure that you go ahead and take the challenge that I set out. All That Smoke would love to see it. We love to see these type of challenges where we are going and embracing and uplifting the people, and especially the women in our life. Like I said, we have a whole lot of issues, and not just my city, but everywhere where women have went through the most, and now it's getting to a point where now lives are being taken, and it's just beyond me. So instead of sitting up there and thinking about the worst when it comes to the fact of the matter that we celebrate this and there's women that already passed that we can't celebrate that are here now, let's go ahead and celebrate the women that are here now and also remember the ones in the past. And that's a What's Smoking topic. What's that?
And let me say this, because I knew you were coming to a close, so I had to say this before we roll into the next topic. Don't you ever come for Lil' Kim again. If she scared you, you keep that comment to yourself.
I want all that smoke. I'm sorry, because look, she got one more time.
You don't come out your face like that, because at the end of the day, whatever Lil' Kim chooses to do, what she do with her body, okay? If it scares you, it scares you. But at the end of the day, the words that are coming out of Lil' Kim's mouth are still.
And I just want her to look like a human being when she says it. She got one more time to jump out on the stage.
What's she doing now?
And I love herself the way I love herself.
We need to find out exactly what. I'm like what Chino said. What is she doing now? Because I know she could have had some reconstructive surgery by now.
I was just talking about it. You going hard again.
Grandmama from the deep.
He going hard.
I want all that smoke. I ain't worried about it.
I was just asking what she doing in the music game right now. I wasn't talking about her face.
We need to find out.
Oh, what she's doing in the music game? Excuse me. You need to look up Lil' Kim #9. Period. Listen to it and then get back to me next show. Okay, viewers, let me know your comments. Let us know in the comments, viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
I was about to say another one. I was about to jabber.
Yeah, I'm not going to go listen.
That you go in the comments and you flood the fucking comments.
I was about to stab her again, but I'm gonna let her live right now.
Listen, I learned. I made a Beyonce comment on Twitter one day, and they went in.
They went in on it.
So yeah, I'm not gonna go listen to the Lil' Kim song. I'm gonna stay away from that because her fans go crazy too.
Exactly, but I ain't scared of nobody that should be posted on Animal Planet. So
I just don't want them to kill my phone with the notifications.
And that's What's Smoking, yeah. So let me let you move into your next subject matter before Lil' Kim comes up again.
Hello, guys. I'm back. So my next topic, you guys, is basically, if we don't fix our now, if we don't fix our present, there will be no future.
Right.
And I say that to say, we have people killing each other over snowball fights. You have young men taking the lives of the mother of their children, leaving children out to be, raised by the system. And not only that, I just heard over the weekend a young man, I don't know where exactly he's from, but he's from one place up north and then traveled to like Louisiana and was found in Louisiana. Like, I don't know if he like broke into someone's home and was like attempted burglary, or if he was like, if it was like attempted murder, or if he did kill someone, whatever. But they found his ex-wife and 3 children disintegrating in the back of his home.
Wow.
In a whole nother state. And so it's just like it is terrible. It's terrible what's going on. And the fact of the matter is that it's going on in all of the urban cities of the world. And we're not going, and the suburban areas are not they're not X'd off of this list because they're included as well, because they're going through their own shit. They're going through home invasions. They are going through suicidal people at the workplace. Right. They're going through different type of struggles. So like the fact of the matter is like, it's a world fucking thing. This is not just like one person's, it's a world fucking thing. So it's just terrible. Like we got babies that's going to school with guns at 9 years old because fear for their life. Where are their mother that they have such a life that's going on, that they are so with their backs against the wall? It's a lot. And I understand that not all of our youth have mothers. I get that. So then you ask this country that's making all this money, like, do you not care? But we know they don't care. Mm-hmm. So then I feel like it takes for us to move in and into our communities with a Black Panther state of mind and seriously police our communities again and not be afraid to do it with love, because we're living on our blocks and in our homes in fear of what somebody will do to you because of the crazy world we're living. Like right now, it's like people much rather just stay to themselves or stay to their crew, and then you're questioning your crew because you just don't know. It's just so much because of so much going on. And then you got COVID, you got people that are killing each other because they're like, whatever is going on in their life, they just don't like, they're just snapping. So it's like, in the time right now, I just said over the weekend, I really wish that, like, you know how I think I don't know what country it is. I don't know if it's in India or in Egypt, where they have like that ceremony of the lights
And the gathering.
Yeah, and it's like a whole bunch of lights. It's like millions of lights. That's how many people are there. And when the sun goes down, those lights are, they like their little lights, and they're all still out there.
And they put them on the river? Or that's the celebration you're talking about?
No, they don't even put them on the river. They're sitting there, and I think it's like a prayer going on. I'm not really sure, but I'm just saying, like, I wish that we could have like a world summit where anybody who is open to listening to everyone for a weekend of listening and sharing stories for the one common goal of being able to understand one another and go back into your communities to take. I might sound like, I might sound real fucking bougie with this shit, but I truly believe that, like,
I'm bougie about unity.
Right, but some people would say, oh, who the fuck is she?
I was gonna say that too.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really not that. It is truly, I am sick of living in a world where, like, we're not communicating, and because of a lack of communication, with complete strangers.
Right.
Like, one would say, oh, you could it's true, you can tell a lot about a person by the way they treat a stranger. And it's just like, people are going out into the world with so much anger that a stranger who did nothing to them could have their world rocked.
Right.
Because one person having a bad day.
Yeah, you pick up on this, Chino. What are you thinking?
No, I mean, everything she said is on point, man. And if we could have that, that'd be great. I think one of the hurdles that we have in getting to that place is that people don't value life at the same level, right? And I know people go through different things in life that make you, like somebody who gets into a car accident and almost dies typically will come out of that situation with a higher value life. You know what I mean? And so I understand that certain things happen that change that, but I mean, I think when you just talk from human to human, you know what I mean? Like, just the amount of respect or disrespect that we have for human life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want any animal lovers on my head or anything like that, but I truly do feel like people love their dogs more than they love their neighbors.
Oh, it's been proven.
And I understand that your dog is like a part of your family and they there every day and all that. I get that.
Right.
Right. But at the end of the day, if you got to choose between your neighbor and your dog, there are a lot of people who would choose to save the dog. And I feel like, until we can really, really look at each other and understand the value of life, even if your life doesn't have a direct impact on mine, right? I know it has a direct impact on somebody's.
Right.
Right? If this man is out fixing his tire and a car comes by and hits him, like, how dare you just keep walking like it's none of my business? Yeah. Right? And secondly, how dare you pull out a cell phone and film it and fucking film it? I mean, so it really is disturbing when you really, really think about where we are as humans, because we talk about how we're so different than animals, right? But animals show way more
humanity than people.
Yeah, and it's
crazy.
It's really disturbing. I guess we kind of got to start with smaller groups because, they do have world summits and stuff like that. And some of that stuff is shown live on TV. And I'll be thinking like, yo, y'all not getting it. Y'all missing like
the big picture of it. And see, what'd you say, Nye?
I said, right, like the point is still being missed the same way, when a black man is murdered in the street, a black boy is murdered in the street, doesn't matter whether it's the Democratic Party. And let me just speak my smoke real quick, because it doesn't matter if it's the Democratic Party, it doesn't matter if it's the goddamn Republican Party. Both parties are going to work at controlling the black crowd.
Don't forget the independents.
Not serving fair justice. not obtaining the law, like not abiding by the very laws that they created. So, without going in, in one to another, like just to piggyback off of what he said, like, yeah, it's just, it's there's no compassion, and it is a scary world to live in and to raise children in.
Well, here, let me round this out real quick, because just like what Chino was saying when you said how people feel about their animals, and we're not coming across to go to flare up PETA or any people who believe that they dogs and their animals are their babies and pets. It's not just pets; it's a family member. I can understand that. Got 3 beautiful pit bulls of my own. But my thing is to touch back on what you're saying. We could be on the same block, or people could be on the same block from one end to the other. It'd be a homeless man and a homeless dog. Guess who's gonna get picked up and get some food?
The homeless dog.
Okay, and that's on the same. That's the same block. Now, I mean, take it home, love it, give it rescue and all that. But then that person, that human being, that probably had a life that, where he served the country, where he did something to where he fell out, lost his family and everything, and now he's feeling low and decrepit. And people, like you said, will pull out their cell phone to probably crack a joke, but they wouldn't be big enough to show that compassion and bring something to the table where it actually helps people. So that's what people don't love people no more, and that's what we need to go ahead and we need to put that process back together. Like you said, Chino, it can start. It's going to have to start somewhere. So it can start with a small group, and then make that group get bigger, and then that nucleus will go ahead and spread out. But more than likely, the whole thing is spread that love to humanity. To humanity.
And go ahead. A big answer to that.
What's that?
And not trying to piggyback off of the theme, but it's women. Yeah. Right? Like I saw a post on Facebook about a month or 2 ago, and it was it blew my mind. It was a young lady was basically saying she doesn't feel like black men protect black women, right? And I was like I can see it on a bigger scale. I'm thinking like not even like your mom, your dad or your brothers, and she was just like, uncle? Nah, in general. She's like, if I'm walking out and I feel like I'm in danger, I really don't feel like a black man is going to step up and help me. Right? So I think another big piece to that is, and we're talking about peace across racial barriers too, is men making sure that women are in place to where men don't have to make sure women are in place no more, right? They're just naturally there because, hey man, the love, like think about when a kid runs to their daddy. They run to their daddies for protection, but they always run to their mom for nurturing, right? Nurturing, love, you know what I mean? You gotta make sure that women are elevated. You gotta make sure that women are in leadership positions when we're talking about healing and fixing this world, man. Like I will 10 times out of 10, I will invest in a woman to make things better.
Hey,
and that's just me.
Dig that. And with that being said, that's the topic of all y'all at All That Smoke, and you already know what we about to do. We're gonna take a quick chronic break and come back with y'all and go ahead and step back on some more subjects. Smoke that, run that.
Yo, everybody, I'm over here with my guy Dino with All That Smoke. Fuck with it. You know what I mean? I'm with All That Smoke all the time.
Dig that. Y'all, this is comedian Larry Green from STL by way of Chicago. I'm in the building with my guy Dino with All That Smoke, and I want all that smoke. So I'm gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
All right, still smoking, still feeling good. That was a chronic break, but now we back in the studio with All That Smoke, and we're gonna go ahead and push it right on along. Now, y'all already know he's been here before, but he's back again. The mayor is in the building, Mr. Lamont Dean.
What's up, people? What's up, great people of the galaxy?
Hey, say that, say that, say that,
First
say
black
that.
mayor in Indianapolis in the building.
So y'all already know, if you ain't been paying attention, Mr. Dean's been on the show before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna reiterate, ask him a couple of questions, but at the same time getting to go ahead and speak his smoke with us. So, Nye, go ahead, hit us with the next subject matter.
So the next subject matter for today is basically your trials and errors and what you do to. Hello, guys, it's Janica. Panay Black.
Y'all already know I was just about to piece of stuff because Janica came.
Wait a minute.
Look, everybody was looking amazed in the studio,
Mike.
Did she just?
Our show was sitting here like, what's going on?
Yeah, so Panay Black said that she'll be back in a moment. So I currently, transformed and took over her body. So just deal with me for a moment. Yeah, Janica, aka Poppins, UK bound.
Oh, I like that, Janica Poppins. Hey, I'm with that, mate. You know what I mean? We
I
can
love
roll with it.
There we go. So I basically want to talk to all the guys and girls of the world and let them know, like, whatever your trials and errors are, don't let that define you, yeah? You got to be able to push forward and be able to truly see your elevation in your tunnel at the end of the light, yeah? So Panay Black told me that to make sure that I said that the great Maya Angelou said it best, that as long as you've got breath in your body, then you are able to change your future and make it the vision that you want it to be and be able to live in the light that you would like to be, no matter your age, darling. So with that being said, again, she said, as long as there's life in your body, you are able to change your circumstances and change your situation. So like, I understand that the times may be hard, but like, if your back is up against the wall, yeah, ain't nowhere to go but forward, yeah? And if you're all the way at rock bottom with nothing, yeah, ain't nowhere to go but all the way to the top, yeah? So it's like, at the end of the day, all due respect to the mayor, I'm not going to have a potty mouth, but at the end of the day, guys...
Be authentically yourself. Go right ahead, Miss Poppins. I like that. Pop it off.
Okay, great. Thank you for giving me the go then.
Be authentic, be the difference, and most importantly, be the best version of you.
Yes. I appreciate you. So if I can be authentic, then I'm going to say, guys, like at the end of the day, it's not like if we all in the shits, everybody's in the shits in their own fucking way. Yeah. So like, I'm just trying to tell you, like, get out of your own way, and like, why not take today, like I said every other day before this, like I keep reiterating the same shit, yeah? Get out of your own way and just do it. Like, you've got to be able to just
push and persevere.
Yes, transform what's the word I'm looking for? Is it transgress above your
transcend.
You gotta transcend into the atmosphere. Absolutely.
Above your current situation, out of your mind, because at the end of the day, think about it, right? Yeah, we could be in Baghdad. If you're not in Baghdad, if the bombs are not dropping over Baghdad in your current situation, if you're not in Sri Lanka trying to pick up the fucking pieces, yeah, if you're not living over there at fucking Skid Row in LA, yeah, you ain't got it that bad.
Yeah, and see, this is another thing. I'm trying to get people to understand. Failure is not the end. Failure is not your demise. Failure does not define you. Failure is a place and time that you can always walk past. Like, absolutely. I tell people all the time, it's a way of, if you get out here and you're doing something different than anybody, they're expecting for you to fail. What you can't do is sit up there and manifest your own failure. That's when people, like you said, Janica, it's like a thing of, you have to get out your own way. But if you think that you ain't going nowhere in life and you think that you're a failure, then guess what you are going to progress and put into your lifestyle?
Into the atmosphere.
Into the atmosphere. Speak highly of yourself and bring yourself up. If no one else is enriching you in this world, you need to bring yourself up. I say hustle hard every day for a reason, because I'm going to get out there, I'm going to get it. I'm going to tell you, here at All That Smoke, we know that if we don't push and persevere, it wouldn't be no All That Smoke.
Hustle hard is a lifestyle.
Hustle hard is a lifestyle. It's a slogan for y'all, but it's a lifestyle for me.
Absolutely.
So like I said, I'm going to push it off to the gentleman on my panel here, but like I said, failure is only an option if you make it one. You know, and that's, I mean, I really like, people say this, we have this saying, and I know the men in here, and Panay, I know you probably heard it before too. Failure is not an option, but you give failure the opportunity to be an option when you make it an option. Like, look, there's no such thing as not being able to get past what seemed to have failed at first, because you could always push and do something more. So gentlemen, let me go ahead and say, Chino, let me get you to chime in on that first and see exactly where you coming from with this. Like I'll spit my smoke about it. Let me hear what you got to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it simple, man. Fear is fake and danger is real, right? And so
That's true.
Real talk. Man, real talk.
the fear of failure is strong as hell.
Yeah.
Right, but
Oh God, yeah.
but fear is fake. It's not a physical thing, right?
Like when people used to be
Not
scared
tangible,
of
bro.
like when people used to be scared of the dark.
yeah.
What's in the dark? But the dark.
Yeah, you I mean, like a lot of fear that people face is taught, right?
Yeah.
Like you're taught to
all
be
right
scared of
with
failure, right? Because failure comes with all these things.
Yeah.
Oh, people are gonna laugh at you.
They're gonna be mad at you.
Yeah, like you're gonna be at the bottom of the. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all that is fake, man. You know what I mean? So it's like
Absolutely.
when you start to deal with the reality of where you are in your life, and you start to deal with the reality of where you want to be, and you make the decision that the only race I have to run is the race against myself, because that's another problem we got.
Yeah.
We so caught up with what somebody else got
Trying
going
to
on.
keep up with them.
Yeah, bro. The only person I'm competing with is the dude I used to be
Talk about a king.
versus the guy I am today
Talk
Say
about
that.
a king.
versus who I'm gonna be tomorrow.
Say that.
All right, so that's my little 2 cents, man. But quit falling for the fake option of fear.
That's true, man. That's big.
Man.
That was powerfully spoken. Hey, you speak your smoke, Chino. Hey, Mayor, how you reiterate on that?
Man, really, he set the stage. How do you follow that? I mean, that's the reality. Because my first thought was to attack or speak on fear. Fear, the acronym that I use for all of my mentees, man. And I even mentor people. The oldest person that I mentor is about 24 years older than me. And the main thing that I teach in our leadership development and holistic empowerment classes is fear is fake. It stands for false evidence appearing real. Something just because it appears that way doesn't mean that it is.
Say that.
I preached a message years ago, man. What it looked like ain't always is. I could be coming out of the restroom, coming out of my auntie house with my cousins, and this actually happened, true story. So people thought that, we don't do the kissing Kentucky stuff. We don't do the kissing cousin stuff.
Right.
But young ladies that I would date would think that I would be with my cousins, right? So say, for instance, I'm coming out, me and Chino just hanging out. We just finished playing ball. I had to hurry up and use the restroom. I come out of the house, and I accidentally leave my fly unzipped. And my cousin, she walks out on the porch and say, hey, cuz, but you don't see that. The young lady doesn't see that. She just sees somebody pointing to my fly, telling me to zip myself up. Who is that? Yeah, I just came out of. First of all, you don't know. It just appeared that way. That's my first blood biological cousin. Like, we think that stuff that appear actually is until you get to pulling back the layers and dissecting it for what it really is. Like Chino said, and I have to reiterate on that because, like I said, I was gonna go there myself, King. Like, it's just, man, fear is not even tangible, bro.
Right.
Like, I can touch this water bottle. I can touch this watch, and I can touch this jacket.
Right.
It's a tangible thing, but fear is not tangible. It's an idea. It's a concept that was imputed into our minds, man. Somebody incepted that thought for us to be afraid of what? I don't care about you laughing at me.
Right.
I don't care about you talking about me. Everything that you say about me, good or bad, that's fine, even if it's good, but that doesn't influence me.
Right.
Only I can challenge me to be better. Only I can challenge me to step up. Only I can challenge me to empower myself and to take the information that I get from Wyatt or from Chino or from Dino or from Panay or Miss Poppins, Jenica Poppins. You know what I mean? I mean? Let's just keep it real. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know until you step out on that limb. And I encourage people every day, man. Like I said, be authentically yourself. Be real. Like, the reason that a lot of people, man, and I got a lot of older people backing me in the city now. Like, my mom's them age, and my dad, he just turned 74 on the 8th, man, on Monday. Like,
Say that.
Like, I got people like that.
Blessings, King.
Man, shout out, appreciate the love, y'all. Like, people like that raised me, and I got people like that are saying we need a change. We support you. You got my before we even get to the vote, you got my signature for your petition to mayor, because I'm stepping up and I'm stepping out. I'm challenging myself to be better. I'm not content with, oh, well, so-and-so said, man, you can't do that.
Right.
For instance, you're a black guy. We've never had a black mayor before. I don't think you should run for that. We're not ready for a black mayor.
And see, that's what I say. Fear can't influence you to stop you with what you doing.
Yeah, Barack Obama was in the White House. Why would we not be ready for a black mayor?
You know what you just pointed out that's crazy? Is how somebody else will take their fear and try to put it on you.
Yes, sir.
You better not go around that corner now.
Hey, Gino, sorry.
You better not go around that corner. There's a troll around there. He need $5 or he gonna smack you.
Man. And that's
Put the fear in you.
That's where it is, man. And we have to stop as a culture, as melanated kings and queens. We have to stop fearing who we are. Everybody say, "Son, what's your greatest fear?" And not even the movie from Coach Carter. I'm talking about the real life W.E.B. Du Bois before the lady tried to steal it because he was African American and melanated and couldn't patent it at the time. He ended up patenting a portion of it. But when he asked, what's your greatest fear? And it's not it said, our greatest fear is not that we fear ourselves. It says fear that we're inadequate, but that we're powerful beyond measure. Yeah. But fear, again, outside of that, people try to place fear. Oh, man, I didn't make it to the NBA, so you ain't going to be able to do it. I don't know why not. Look at my stats.
Right.
Oh, man, I ain't make it to the NFL. You're not going to be able to do it. I don't know why not. Look at my stats. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get into medical school and be a neurologist. I don't know why not. Look at my stats.
Say that.
Did you see my charts? As they say in medical school, did you see my charts? Look at my stats. Oh, I'm not going to be able to be the youngest. What's the young lady, I think in Mississippi or Texas, 25-year-old African-American melanated queen. Yeah. First and youngest judge. Like, how is she not able to do that? Look at her stats. But because she did not allow, like Chino said, appreciate that, King. That's powerful truth. I like people that feed me truth.
Hey, dig that.
Gas me up with the truth, bro. Thank you, King. Like, look, don't tell her she can't be that. And at 25, she's the youngest judge ever in history in that state.
Say that.
In Texas, bro. Come on.
In Texas. Look, that's big. In Texas.
So we as a people, we have to push past. And thank you for that, Panay. You brought up Miss Poppins. Me and Miss Poppins. Praise God. So we wanna bring out that too, because see, when you station like me and my cousin, when we were, and I didn't get to talk to him till he was in Qatar. But when you're stationed 30 miles outside of Baghdad in Kuwait City, Kuwait, and you hearing the bombs, and you got to go take somebody their meal, or they, because soldiers, we have different assignments, right? When you're in a different army, we have to understand the fact and the schematics of this thing called fear. Here's how you destroy it. You collectively, as a people, shut down and remember who we are as a people first. We're so afraid just because the color of our skin and not the content of our character is ridiculous. Why? Because that false fear was placed in us. Miss Poppins said in this segment, Maya Angelou, God rest that queen's soul, as she rests with our ancestors, said that as long as we have breath in our body, you have the right and the ability to change. So why sit there when you have the wealth in your blood, body, and build, and your genetic makeup to rise up as a people and to be respected and to be, realize who we are and overcome these false fears that have been placed in and incepted in our minds in our educational agenda. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, that's serious.
Man, I've been agendized as educated as we are with our little college degrees, in our businesses. I'm sitting in a room, for the people that's tuning in, I'm sitting in a room with nothing but entrepreneurs that are creating opportunities for other people, right? But we still had to overcome those fears of people telling us what we can't do. Yeah. Limitations.
Say that, the limitations of people that try to put things on us that you cannot be limited by your own success. Like we say, and we say it again, because I want y'all to keep on thinking about this. Get out of your own way. But if you don't get out your own way, don't let nobody else step in front of you.
Absolutely. Now,
Miss Poppins, let me have you round this out real quick, because we need to get to a chronic break.
Well, darling, how would you like for me to round it out? Would you like me to spin it into the chronic break, or would you like?
I would like you to spin it into the chronic break, Miss Poppins.
Yeah, guys. That being said, I want you guys to, get your paraphernalia ready, get your grinders, get your gears, get going, and we are going into this chronic break, and we will be back.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Fab Monroe, straight out of the south side of Chicago, and I'm here because I want all that smoke, baby. Every Friday, y'all mess with my boy in a podcast. We out here doing it. Artists being artists. We out here giving y'all what y'all need. Love, all of that energy. Baby, we here, and we are not leaving because we want all that smoke.
All right. Still smoking, y'all already know it's all that smoke. And I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Like I said, No Worry Wednesdays down here in my city is always going to be a thing where you can come down, showcase your talent, singing, rapping, a little bit of comedy if you must. Just go down there, come down there, and no worries with us. Now, again, make sure y'all paying attention. 327 Kenny Howe will be down here in my city. Make sure y'all come see me also. I'll be doing a set or two, maybe even host an after party. But you can only get that if you get VIP. Okay, and moving on with that, you already know we're coming down to the end of the show, and I want to go ahead and hit y'all off with the high note. And the high note for me is always, and I always tell y'all, because I'm always about pushing people to do what you need to do, go ahead and be about you. Get out your own way and find some way to make something of yourself. Now, I mean, not just of yourself, make a footnote. Like we've been saying, I've been saying most of this show, make a footprint. So when you leave, can't nobody take away your essence. You'll put it in your children, you'll put it in your work, you put it in everything that you love, and it will show. Believe me when I say, stop doubting yourself. And that is my high note. Chino?
Yeah, man, I just want to talk about energy right now, man.
Hey, high note of energy.
Because the high note for me today right now is this brother next to me, right? And, you know, when people got good energy and they put that out, you know, they always say, like, good energy come back.
Yeah.
But I want you to think about when somebody's sitting next to you and they put out that good energy and it hits you and it make you put out good energy, right? We just had a great conversation where, you know, he said a couple words, but them couple words moved me to put out another couple words, and those couple words moved, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like, I just want y'all to start really paying attention to the people next to you, the people around you, and really close your mouth, open your ears, and pay attention to energy.
Say that.
See what you get from
King.
that, man.
Say that, man.
Absolutely,
Good. Great
King.
high note. Great high note.
Man.
Mr. Dean, what's your high note for today?
Man, good word, man. Again, same thing, man. My high note for today is let's elevate. Again, it has to do everything with energy. I'm a firm believer that positive energy breeds positive energy. My mother taught me whatever you put out into the atmosphere, whatever projection you give, you're in control of your environment and everything around you, and everything that you release. So I want my legacy, man, to be left. If I leave this planet today, man, and I don't even get to make it to my own red carpet thing or see. You know, the finishing of the race, man. 'Cause I'm going to be first black mayor, right? But the goal is to inspire other young kings and queens to do that. So my high note today is to leave a lasting impact on this planet that will echo throughout the universe and throughout eternity, that my ancestors are proud.
Say that. No, let's not forget the mayor has an event with the Harlem Nights Renaissance. Y'all need to check that out in April.
Yes, sir. Harlem Nights. We're doing Harlem Nights red carpet throwback for the grown, sexy, and classy. That'll be April the 17th, Friday. Mark it, save the date. Friday, April 17th, 2021, right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. You don't want to miss it. Nothing but the grown, sexy, and classy stepping out. Indies elite.
That is a wonderful high note. 9-9, get us our high note.
All right, you guys. So I'm going to take the high note and go ahead and close out the show as well. So my high note will be a little bit of a long note, but it won't be too long of a note. But I'm going to leave you guys with a poem to our viewers out there. And here's my high note. It's don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're treading seems uphill, when the funds are low and the depths are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing down on you a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about. When he might have won, he would have stuck it out. Don't give it up, though. The pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and a faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem the worst that you must not quit. So you guys, if we're watching you, you know, and you watching us, don't quit. And that's the smoking, man. And we are
that's
out.
All
that smoke.
Hustle hard, all that smoke. We see y'all next week.
Gang. Thank you for being with us. Hit
Dig
like,
that.
subscribe, and follow if you didn't already. Okay.
Dig that. Notifications as well. And like I said, here at All That Smoke, we see y'all again.
Showing love in that town. All that smoke was bananas. They came to show that love. And this nigga just walked through. I got damn